Story time. The other night, it's like 8:47. Everyone's supposed to be in bed. One of the girls can't find her stuffed animal. Another suddenly remembered something embarrassing from 3 years ago and needed to process it like immediately. One is so deeply offended that bedtime even exists as a concept. Then the psycho cat gets stuck in a Walmart bag around her neck somehow, and she takes off around the house like a demonic Superman, like crashing, jumping. One kid gets clawed in the foot. The oldest is watching in disbelief. The youngest is running for cover. We're trying to lure her out from under the bed so she doesn't hang herself on a plastic bag.
Can I just say that I've never seen a cat run that fast? It was like a gray blur.
And we like locked eyes across the room like two exhausted camp counselors who just realized this 1 week of camp is actually a 3-week retreat. Parenting is holy. Parenting is chaos.
Amen.
Usually both at the same time.
No one really tells you how emotionally intense 8:30 p.m. can be. So with that, welcome to Holy Chaos. We're Larry and Brittney, and we share our stories of marriage, parenting, faith, and all the mess in between. Today, obviously, parenting. The good, the hard, and the hilarious. And for the love of God, let's start with the good. Because it is 8:30 at night, the night before I'm getting ready to leave on a trip with 50 some odd people from church to another country. And of course, that couldn't go smoothly. The kid that never gets sick came home from school sick today. And that just throws chaos into everything. Right as I'm leaving. Right. I don't know why that always happens.
It's like they plan it that way.
I know. Every time you leave, somebody's sick.
And this one's never sick. So let's talk about the good. Because you don't just need to listen to us process our problems. That's what therapy's for. So parenting is one of the greatest gifts of our lives. Like from the beginning, watching their personality emerge. Like we talk about our middle all the time. Like from the moment she was born, her personality was set. It's still that way. And really all of them, but especially our middle.
Yes, I think it's because she processes so much, like, externally, like I do.
In the name of the Father, and the Son, and the Holy Spirit.
She's easier to read. Like, it totally explains why she was the way she was as a baby.
Even in the womb.
Yeah.
And our oldest is, like, very even-keeled, hard to read.
Well, she's an internal processor.
Like her father. But like from the moment she was born, she was so chill they couldn't even get her to cry in the hospital.
Right.
But like that is a joy, watching their personality emerge and you catching those glimpses of the person that they're going to become, seeing them display courage for the first time.
Like when Marky gets on a stage.
Yeah.
It blows my mind. I mean, she's home.
Yeah.
You know, no fear.
Hearing their faith start to come together without prompting. Like the other morning, you and I were talking about Lent, like what we were adding to our spiritual rhythms for Lent. And it was like totally a coffee conversation between you and I. But our oldest is like over there getting her drink ready, and we were talking about like I'm adding this Lectio rhythm in Lectio 365, great app if you've not been on it before, great devotional app. I was talking about that, you were talking about what you were going to do, and our oldest goes, so like if I read a chapter in the Bible every day for Lent, that would be a good thing to add. And we're like, yeah, that'd be great.
I'm like, even 5 minutes.
Yeah. Inside I'm like, don't mess this up, don't overreact, this is a good thing.
I've actually even seen Selah opening her Bible every night and reading. Like it's crazy, just like one little moment between us like kind of sparked something.
Mm-hmm. But that's for next episode. And so there's those moments where you catch a glimpse of who they're becoming, and it kind of catches you off guard, like, oh, this is who they're going to be. Our joke in the good is like, this is what they'll be talking about in therapy one day. So we look at those things too. But parenting gives you front row seats to long-term growth.
Right. So one thing I'm thinking of that just recently happened was at Christmas this year. Our girls, we encouraged them to get a gift for one another.
That mom and dad bought, but it was from them. Yeah.
We want to, foster that,
Yeah.
giving. So, Marky spent a lot of time picking out a gift for, her sister and the other likewise. And they, we get to Christmas morning and exchange gifts, and Selah is like over the moon.
It was a t-shirt of her favorite character in some show that they watch that she's mentally married to. So she was so excited that her cartoon boyfriend was on a t-shirt. Go on.
And Marky opens up her gift and is like visibly disappointed.
Mm-hmm.
And to come to find out that she loves what are those called?
Funkos.
Funkos? Yes.
They're like small character representations of the anime characters that she likes.
Anyway,
yeah.
Marky loves them, and she got her the one that she likes the least.
Like the character she loathes entirely.
Right, and she did that because she knew she loathes that character.
Yeah, she was just trying to get under her skin.
Right.
So she used Christmas to tick her sister off. And then she felt really bad once.
Right. It was a good learning experience because Marky had spent some time and picked out a really perfect gift for her. And so I think it ate at her a little bit.
And it was so connived because I even asked, I'm like, is this one that Marky will really like? Yeah.
Uh-huh.
And then it wasn't. And then we couldn't even send it back.
No.
There was some reason we couldn't send it back. So it was just one of those, like, you feel bad about this and you should feel bad about it. But then it turned into something really good. Finish the story.
It did. So we start, shopping, and they want to spend their Amazon gift cards that they had gotten from people for Christmas. And Selah told me that she wanted to take her money and make it right and get Marky a gift that she really loved. And so she did. She got her stuffy of one of her favorite anime characters, and Marky was absolutely over the moon and still sleeps with it every day and uses it as emotional support. She loves it. So it was just really neat to see her take that lesson, and turn it around and make it a really good thing.
Yeah.
So let's get into the hard.
We're going there already. Okay.
Parenting is relentless. There's no clocking out. There's no mental off switch. So even when they're asleep, you're still thinking about them. I think a lot of nights, I don't even realize the heaviness until I tuck our youngest into bed. And when I close the door to leave, I feel so much lighter and like I can breathe again. So other things that are hard with parenting that we've talked about is carrying their friendships. So one of our daughters is highly sensitive and has big emotions.
You can guess which one.
Yeah.
If you know us, you know which one we're talking about.
Or maybe it just feels that way since she's the external processor. So we ride all the ups and downs of when friendships are going well and when they're not going so well.
And it's a roller coaster.
Very high highs, very low lows.
Yes, it's a twisty roller coaster.
And then our other daughter is an internal processor, and I think because she is so quiet and holds it all in, I think I worry about her just the same.
Mm-hmm.
Because I don't really know what she's feeling all the time.
Yeah, and it's like she holds herself to such a high standard that when we do get disappointed in her in something, even if it's something that's like a normal 11-year-old thing, she'll take that really, really hard. Mostly because she carries this high expectation for herself.
She does.
I don't even remember what it was the other day, and she started sobbing, and she was like, "I feel like I've disappointed you and let you down," and it was the bathroom garbage.
Oh, yeah. Bathroom garbage.
So our oldest, one of her things is to take out the garbage daily, and she's supposed to check the bathroom trashes,
Right.
too. And she skipped
She does it
repeatedly.
as quickly as she can.
She has repeatedly skipped one of the bathrooms, and we kind of came down on her for it because we've told her several times, and this is an age appropriate chore for her that she should be in a rhythm of. Now, we didn't scream at her. She wasn't punished. It was just like, you have to get this right. You can't. And she lost it. She was like sobbing. I'm like, what's this about? And she said, I'm such a disappointment. I've let you down. And I was like, okay, come here. Come here. I'll take the garbage out forever. Like that's the hard stuff. Like you said with her, especially like we don't always know what she's thinking because
Right.
like she's a lot like me. And I think that's what's frustrating about it sometimes is because I know how dangerous of a place my head can be. Like when I'm processing, I just need to like go outside and sit and stare at a fire and figure things out. And she does the same. She'll like, I've gone into her room to check on her. She's just like sitting on the end of her bed, no TV on or anything. She just like, she's deep in thought. But that's just as hard as riding the roller coaster with our middle.
Right. I mean, I think she's just riding the roller coaster internally. And I just don't know.
Well, she came home like 2 weeks ago, and like her and her bestie at school had a falling out, and
That was the external process.
yeah, our middle, yeah,
Yes.
yeah, she was like devastated. But then like the next day, it was like, okay, we're good now.
Right.
And like you especially ride that roller coaster with her, like
Oh, I do. I think I can just put myself back at that age. And so that's not my natural rhythm. So,
all right. So you carry their emotions. What else?
right. For me, mom guilt. Like, oh man, do I feel like I could do a whole episode on mom guilt? The mom guilt is real. And a lot of moms I talk to feel the same way.
Yeah.
I was trying to think of a good example for this, and like the one that popped into my head is just like buying fruit.
This is wild.
Like I'm just trying to buy fruit and I'm spiraling because regular strawberries are cheaper than organic. And now in my head it's no longer about the fruit. It's about pesticides, how it'll impact their health over the span of their lifetime, and so I spend a bunch on organic so I can feel like a good mom, but then feed them oven pizza when we get home because I'm tired.
And I'm going, I don't care what kind of strawberries there are, they're way too expensive.
Right. So I think mom guilt doesn't come from big failures all the time. A lot of times it just comes from tiny, stupid, everyday decisions that feel like they could determine your child's entire future.
Strawberries.
Mom guilt is wild like that, And then also the mental load is hard. Larry and I joke about this one a lot for me personally. I know we both carry the mental load in different ways. But we call it my 38 computer tabs. And
look at my screen right now. How many tabs do I have open? 3. That's a maximum for me.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I can't deal with more than 3 tabs open at a time. And what have you got right now?
Right.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and that's pretty light for you,
Yeah,
right?
because I just closed them all out today.
Anyway, go on. Now we're talking about
You?
mental tabs.
Yes, my mental tabs. So like while I'm trying to like relax, like there's 38 tabs going on in my brain,
And
you
then you
know?
open that 39th one and it freezes the whole system.
Exactly. You know, like the dentist appointment that needs rescheduling, realizing that there's not enough groceries to pack lunches the rest of the week. You know, one kid hates the new socks I buy. Dr. Seuss week is next week, and, you know, we got to dress up every day. The cat hasn't been eating much, so I'm wondering what's up with that. And then the sausage in the fridge expires tomorrow, and now it's a moral decision. Like, is it good? Is it not?
It's good.
You know, and so that's like, what, 7 tabs?
It's a lot of tabs, babe.
Yeah, you know, and you just wonder constantly if you're doing too much or not enough. You know, I think just sometimes I wonder that, you know, when they're on their own, will they be able to take care of themselves? You know, so if your brain feels tired even when your body is sitting still, you're not dramatic. You're just carrying a lot. And if you snap sometimes because your mind has been juggling these invisible tasks since 5 a.m., you're not a bad parent, you're human. And if you lie in bed doing inventory of everyone's needs before your own, you're not alone. And here's the thing, the fact that you're thinking about all of this, the fact that you care enough to worry about whether you're doing enough, that's not failure. That's love. And it's a parent who's trying their best. You're still a good parent. We don't need to carry it perfectly. We just need to remind each other that we're carrying it together.
Yeah, and it is together. So like mom guilt is one thing, dad pressure is a real thing too. You know, like that desire to fix everything.
Mm-hmm.
Like I think especially being a girl dad, it's that way. I'm that way with you too. Like I wish I could just fix the stuff that's going on with your 38 tabs.
No, I do. I notice that a lot because sometimes I'll just even be like trying to just like process something because I'm an external processor, you know, and sometimes I haven't even thought about it until I say it. But I notice you like jumping right in and like fixing it, even though I haven't asked you to.
Yeah, and I tried to stop that. I'm trying. Sometimes you just need to talk. But I do that with the girls too. I want to fix everything for them. Like our oldest just auditioned to go to the Academy for the Arts for middle school, and she made it in, crushed it. But like, I think I was more nervous about it than she was.
You were very nervous.
She was like, oh, I got this. It's fine. Like when I filled out the application for her, I wanted to give her any edge possible. So when I signed the parent line, I used my full title. I put Dr. Larry on there. Like of course they want a doctor in there, you know, as one of the parents supporting the school. Like I wanted to fix it for her. And she was like, Dad, I got this.
She's so
and she did.
And she did.
And then like when they're hurting, I feel totally helpless. Like whether it's our middle having drama with a friend or our oldest is sick right now and she never gets sick. And like that messed me up all day. Like I went and sat in there and ate dinner tonight because I felt bad that she was in there by herself when 90% of the time she's by herself. Like it's not out of the ordinary for her to spend the evening alone.
Right.
And I couldn't take it tonight. And like, I was, you know, just talking with some colleagues about, like the feeling of guilt I get when I leave. Like I travel a little bit. I'm getting ready to go on this. This is a longer trip. This is not usual.
Yes, this is a much longer trip.
It, you know, we're taking a pilgrimage trip, and I'll be out of the country for 10 days. But I go to Ohio a couple times a year, to teach and, couple retreats and stuff.
So they're used to you being gone.
But I'm still not used to it. Like that's where the dad pressure comes. When I leave, I feel awful. and I think I've connected it to like my childhood stuff. Like my dad went on business trips a lot, but for him it was kind of escapism, like because things weren't good at home, and even when he wasn't on a business trip, he wasn't very present. Like I can remember lots him coming home from work, changing clothes, and walking right up to the tavern, and my sister and I begging him to stay home. So I put that pressure on myself, and I have to remind myself that I'm not him. And when I leave, my kids are going to miss me, but I'm going to miss them too. And like we all can't wait to be back together. I'm doing what I have to do, and we're going to get through it. Like, so that's just to say like that parenting pressure is not just moms, dads feel it and just kind of in different ways.
Exactly.
Nothing exposes the illusion of control more than being a parent.
Oh, I agree.
Like if you feel like you are in control, parenting will destroy that in a heartbeat in so many different ways. You can guide, you can model, you can pray, but you can't control outcomes. And that realization is terrifying on the one hand, but it is freeing on the other hand. Our youngest has an ongoing inflammatory disease that eventually she'll just grow out of. But last spring, we didn't know what it was. And she spent a week in the hospital. We kind of had to divide and conquer, and you were not going to not be the one with her at the hospital.
Right.
You talk about the time that my illusion of control was destroyed, and feeling totally helpless. Like I wasn't even there at the hospital with her most of the time. And there was absolutely nothing I could do for my child. And one of the times I was up there, you caught a break for a little bit and took a shower. And I just remember praying like, God, there is nothing I can do right now other than place her in your hands. Like that was terrifying and freeing all at the same time. The point of all this, if you're listening, is if you're struggling with the hard stuff of parenting, as we say a lot, you're not alone.
You're not alone.
We see you. We've been there too. We want to give just some practical tips for struggling parents and frame these kind of clearly. If you're in a hard season right now, here's a few things that have helped us, whether it was that hospital season or handling the big emotions, whatever. And Brittney's got the first one.
Lower the bar on perfection.
That might be the biggest one.
Yeah, I definitely need to read that one again.
So say it again.
Lower the bar on perfection.
Say it one more time.
Lower the bar on perfection.
Go on.
Your kids do not need flawless parents. They need emotionally safe and present parents. You know, talk about apologizing. And that goes both ways. You know, apologize to your kids. You know, teach them how to apologize when they're wrong. They're not going to learn unless we show them.
Yeah, and I feel like we've both learned to be really quick with apologizing too. Like when we have very human moments and snap, or you know, something flies out of our mouth that is an unrealistic expectation, especially with our oldest, because most of the time she acts like she's 17, and then when she does something that's like a normal 11-year-old, we get angry with her, and then we're like, oh, that's just a normal 11-year-old thing, and we have to go apologize. And I think it's important for them to see that humility.
Oh, definitely. Like showing that repair, you know, and letting them see that humility is so important. You know, so let's move on to number 2.
Pick
your battles.
Your battles. Not everything your kid does is an act of rebellion. Some things are an act of rebellion, but not everything's a rebellion. Some things are just immaturity. Some things are personality. Sometimes it's just a Tuesday. And I feel like that's something you have to remind me of a lot. Like I'll get frustrated, especially like with things that I perceive as being selfish. And you'll remind me like kids are inherently selfish. Like
they are.
Like, and that's appropriate.
Yes, it's like developmentally appropriate. You know, it's like a survival thing.
Yeah.
You know, like they have to be that way up until a certain point.
Yeah. So
Yeah, kids are egocentric. That's what I always tell you.
yeah, so our church just hosted Night to Shine through the Tim Tebow Foundation. Phenomenal thing if you've never been a part of it. And last year, I remember like they went to childcare during it because you and I were serving at it. They weren't. Our youngest still isn't old enough to help. But I remember our middle going, "Why don't I get to have a night like that?" I'm like, this is for people with special needs who never got, like, I didn't understand why she couldn't understand. And you were like, kids are egocentric.
Right.
A year of maturity, though, like our two oldest served with us. And one of the joys of my life as a parent so far was watching those two kids cheer for those VIPs, those kings and queens, as they walked the red carpet for their special night. Like our girls put their whole heart into putting someone else first. And what a difference a year made in that, to the point that they both lost their voices doing that. And we did 2 nights of it. We're the only church in the world that did 2 nights because it's just such a need in our area. And our middle, the one that was so like frustrating about last year, came back with me the second night to serve all over again. So like so pick your battles. Some of those things are they're not a character issue. They're just annoying. They might be age appropriate. And when you ask that, is this a character issue or is it just annoying? That question might just change everything.
Definitely.
Take us home.
All right. Number 3, protect your marriage. Kids feel stability through your relationship. They learn so much from us.
They're watching everything.
They watch everything.
I know I did.
You know, it's really just important to not like correct each other publicly or in front of the kids. Have those hard conversations after bedtime or, you know, a time when the kids are not around.
Yeah. Yeah, that doesn't mean that they never see us like upset with one another, or because we've always said we think it's really important for them to see us make up too.
Right. And I think sometimes like when we have gotten like
in an argument
and we're talking about it and like we can feel it kind of like heating up to the next level, you know, I think we're really good about saying like, hey, you know, let's talk about this later. Or, you know, I feel like we've gotten really good at capping it. Like we can tell when, you know, this needs more discussion, but this may not be the time.
And I think that first thing you said, like there's a difference between having an argument in front of your kids and also letting them see you make it, and undercutting one another or correcting each other in front of the kids. That is the quickest way to build resentment.
Oh, for sure.
And that like there, we've both done it, and I feel like we do a really good job with this. Like we'll be so upset with the kids about something, and I will come up with like the most outlandish punishment of all time. Like you're grounded till you're 50.
Right, and I have to go along with it.
And then later you'll say grounded till they're 50. Like that's extreme. I've never grounded till they're 50. I've thought about it.
Right. But just having that conversation later and like not right at that moment in front of your child.
And there, especially when it comes to cleaning house. Sorry, didn't mean to bring that up. You tend to get kind of bitey.
I do.
And I've learned in the spirit of this not to come in and be like, you're being a grouch to everyone. Like I go along, and then I'll say like, you need to walk away from this situation.
You have been so patient with me because you will like, and I don't know why I can't really stop myself, but like you will come and say like, hey, I think you need to take a break, or you know.
Which leads us to number 4. Take breaks without guilt. And I think I step in and tell you to do that because you struggle with the mom guilt. Stuff on it.
Right.
Like you're allowed to be a person who has needs too. In the midst of all of the household chaos, in the midst of all the schedules and what the kids need,
You're allowed to be a person who has needs too. So go for a walk, go to the gym, have a cup of coffee, drink a glass of wine, sit in silence. Healthy parents who take care of themselves too are better parents.
Definitely.
And so it's okay.
And we're not just talking to you. This is for us too.
Yeah.
You know, you are not alone. It's hard to take those breaks sometimes. And like when I'm cleaning, sometimes I don't even realize I need a break until you're like,
babe.
Hey.
That's me approaching gingerly. Hey. Hey, buddy.
Like gone alone. Hey, bear.
How you doing? You need a Coke?
Yes, always.
And number 5, and this may be the biggest one. Play the long game.
You are not raising children.
You're raising future adults.
Some seeds take years.
And I think remembering that really helps when you're feeling discouraged. Like, the long game matters when it comes to parenting. It also gives permission to get it wrong sometimes. Like, I joked earlier about, like, put another $1 in the therapy jar. Like, this is about the long game. I'm not going to get it perfect. I'm not going to get it right all the time. I'm under no illusion that my kids will not be in therapy one day because of something that I have done.
Right.
I have decided it won't be for the same reasons I'm in therapy.
Right.
But this is about the long game. I'm going to mess it up, and there's time to correct. There's time to make it right. There's time to help come alongside them and help them grow into the person that God dreams that they would be. Mm-hmm. All right, so that's the hard. Let's bring the energy back up. Let's talk about the hilarious. Now, we've had some epic meltdowns in our house, like the wrong bowl, not being able to have a snack after 8. You close the kitchen.
I have to close the kitchen for our kids because they literally will not stop. So kitchen's closed.
She'll say kitchen's closed.
And I'm pretty sure I've permanently scarred our nieces that come to visit because they still, like, will talk at home with their parents about how Aunt Brittney closes the kitchen.
My sister's kids will come and they'll be paying attention to the clock and they'll be like, Mom, we did a snack. Aunt Brittney's going to close the kitchen.
Mom, it's almost 8 o'clock. And that rule doesn't apply to them. But
it doesn't apply when people are visiting, even for our kids.
Right, but I think, like, that's just hard for them to even wrap their heads around, that the kitchen closes.
We've had the meltdowns over someone looked at me the wrong way. Like, she's breathing my air.
I mean, honestly, I get that one, because you've looked at me wrong sometimes.
This is not the marriage podcast.
It's relatable.
We're talking about parenting. Thank you very much.
So, funny story. Larry has been really focused on his health lately.
Let me suck it in.
And he's been making really good food choices, walking, and seeing lots of progress. And the other night, our youngest comes up and rubs his belly and asked if there was a baby in there.
Like, I've been busting my butt for almost a year. There a baby in there, Daddy? What? Are you kidding me? That's just one of many. If we don't laugh, we lose. Yes. Like parenting isn't just forming your kids into the people that they're going to be as you're raising future adults. It's also forming you. Parenting exposes your pride. Is there a baby in there, Daddy? It exposes your anger, your desire for control, your ego. It forces surrender. And I think God uses parenting to grow parents just as much as he uses parenting to grow kids. It's spiritual formation disguised as the school drop-off line.
Oh, yeah.
Like nothing tests your faith more than the drop-off line. I've prayed a lot in the drop-off line.
It's really made an impact.
Not in a good way. Not in a good way.
So, to close this up, if your house feels loud, if you're tired, if you've Googled and, looked up, am I messing up my child at midnight? You're not alone.
It's in my Google search history too.
You're not failing. You're in formation. So next week, we're getting very specific. We're going to talk about raising kids with a healthy faith.
Let's not rush this. That's in 2 weeks. Be the next episode.
Oh, sorry.
Don't rush it. I'm going out of the country.
Not fear-based, not behavior modification, not performance Christianity. What does it look like to cultivate a faith that's real? What do we do? What have we learned? What are we still learning? That'll be in 2 weeks.
So parenting isn't about perfection. And this is far from the last word we're going to have on this subject on a podcast about marriage and family. We're going to talk about this a lot. So just remember that this isn't about perfection. It's about presence. It's about showing up again tomorrow, even after today was totally chaos. It's holy chaos. And God is in those details. So God bless you, parents. You're seen. You're not alone. We're with you. We're right there. We get it. Get yourself a nap and a snack. And we'll see you next time.
See you next time.